Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers coaching search, all signs continue to point to J.J. Redick, who is already building a staff, per reports. On Wednesday, the Los Angeles Clippers announced a 5-year contract extension with head coach Ty Lue. The move wasn't especially surprising, as it had reportedly been in the works for weeks, but it guaranteed that perhaps the one truly proven commodity that the Los Angeles Lakers were interested in to replace Darvin Ham is officially and unequivocally off of the market. Of course, that never meant that Lue was likely. No reports suggested he was ever seriously available, while virtually every report has hinted at the same thing. ESPN broadcaster J.J. Redick is very likely to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Bleacher Report's Chris Haynes was about as firm on that as he could have been on Wednesday's edition of the Dan Patrick Show. "I will be very surprised if their next head coach is anybody but J.J. Redick," Haynes said. "Everything that I'm hearing is J.J. Redick. From what I know, he's doing some background, calling some assistant coaching candidates who might be able to join his staff." Mark Stein has also reported on Redick seeking out possible assistants for the Laker job already. He named Celtics assistant Sam Cassell, Pelicans assistant James Borrego, and Mavericks assistant Jared Dudley as candidates to watch for Redick's possible staff. Cassell and Borrego are both candidates for the head coaching job, and Dan Woik of the LA Times reported that Borrego would interview in person on Wednesday, but the Lakers have a history of interviewing head coaching candidates and eventually hiring them as assistants. This was how they landed Jason Kidd in 2019, for instance. Dudley, a former Lakers player and beloved locker room figure, followed Kidd to Dallas in 2021. Once reporting starts to leak about a candidate already trying to fill out his staff, it begins to feel fairly likely that he will eventually get the job. The main question at this point relates to timing. The Lakers have taken their time during this search, and that would also seem to hint toward Redick as the choice. ESPN's Dave McMenamin said on the Rich Eisen show Tuesday that if Redick is indeed the hire, it would be unlikely to be announced until after the NBA Finals, as Redick is set to broadcast the series for ABC. Another ESPNer, Brian Windhorst, hinted at that same timeline on the Dan Patrick Show. Redick's appeal to the Lakers has been thoroughly documented. The Athletic's Jovan Buha noted on YouTube that the Lakers want a coach that can be their version of an Eric Spoelstra, their version of a Steve Kerr, meaning a younger coach that can lead them for years to come and become a fixture within the organization. Former Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski has been tabbed as a consultant on this search, and Redick was one of the most accomplished players he ever worked with in Durham. Redick also hosts a podcast with Lakers star LeBron James called Mind the Game, though James' agent, Rich Paul, has made it clear that James has not involved himself in this hire. Redick's media work and 15-year playing career have made him a hot coaching candidate for at least the past 2 off-season. He has interviewed for head coaching jobs with both the Toronto Raptors and Charlotte Hornets, and Boston Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has said publicly that he tried to hire Redick as an assistant. However, he has no coaching experience on the professional or collegiate level. That might have worked against him if the Lakers had an option like Lue, who had already won a championship as a head coach. NBA Insider thinks Donovan Mitchell's influence on Cavaliers might be stronger than LeBron James on Lakers. NBA insider Brian Windhorst of ESPN thinks Donovan Mitchell's influence on the Cleveland Cavaliers might be stronger than LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. Mitchell can sign a 4-year, $208 million extension this summer. He is under contract for next season and has a $37 million player option for 2025 to 26. The Cavaliers fired J.B. Bickerstaff in an effort to keep Mitchell. They may also retool the roster this offseason to keep Mitchell happy after losing in the second round of this year's playoffs to the Boston Celtics in 5 games. Donovan's position with the Cavs right now is potentially as powerful as any team with any star player, Windhorst said. With possible trades coming, with the type of contract he's going to get offered. with the coaching position open. What Donovan has with the Cavs is what LeBron has with the Lakers. In fact, it might even be stronger because the Lakers have another superstar player on their roster. And LeBron's about to turn 40. Donovan is entering his prime. Mitchell averaged 26.6 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 6.1 assists this season while shooting 46.2% from the field, 36.8% from beyond the arc, and 86.5% from the free throw line. If Mitchell becomes a free agent in 2025, he is eligible to sign for a max of 5 years and $269.9 million with the team that holds his bird rights, the Cavaliers now, or 4 years, $200.1 million with a new team. If Mitchell doesn't sign an extension with the Cavaliers this offseason, the thought is that Cleveland will look to trade him before free agency in the summer of 2025. The Lakers, Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets, New Orleans Pelicans and Philadelphia 76ers would attempt to acquire Mitchell if the All-Star didn't extend with the Cavaliers, sources told Hoops Wire. Mitchell has career NBA averages of 24.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 4.6 assists with the Utah Jazz and Cavaliers. He scored a career-high 71 points last season against the Chicago Bulls. Lakers could replace LeBron James with $176 million star, analyst. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James could be a free agent in the coming months, and the franchise needs to have a contingency plan in case the team loses King James. ESPN's Chris Herring put together a list of moves he would like to see happen this offseason. In one of the more wild moves, Herring has James opting out of his contract and signing with the Philadelphia 76ers. The analyst plays out this scenario and has the Lakers signing Los Angeles Clippers guard Paul George as a result. Like James, George would need to opt out of his current deal for Los Angeles to be able to sign the veteran. If the Lakers lose James, it wouldn't be surprising to see them move extremely quickly to hold things together, Herring wrote in a May 28, 2024 story titled, NBA Free Agency 2024, 10 Blockbuster Trades, Deals That Need to Happen This Offseason. The clearest way to do so would be maxing out George, who, even at 34, still stands out as one of the NBA's best two-way players. At 3 deflections per game on defense, he ranked among the league's top 10 in that regard, while also logging a career-best mark from three-point range at 41.3% on nearly 8 tries per game. It's not clear that the Clippers, who agreed to a slightly less than max extension of 3 years with Leonard, want to max out George, Herring added. The Philadelphia Inquirer reported that the Clippers were reluctant to go that far, and have so far offered him less than that. Also of note, Harden is also a free agent this summer. All of which might present an opening for the Lakers if they're willing to spend. James is slated to have a $51.4 million cap hit in 2024-25 in the final season of a 2-year, $99 million contract. The superstar can opt out of his deal, but James has yet to reveal his decision. There is added scrutiny on James as his son Bronny James is one of the prospects in the 2024 NBA draft. James has talked openly about his desire to play with his son before his career is over. George is slated to have a $48.7 million cap hit in 2024-25 in the final season of a 4-year, $176.2 million deal. The 9-time All-Star can opt out of his contract to become a free agent this offseason. Under this scenario, the Lakers would form a new star duo with George playing alongside Anthony Davis. The Southern California native has long been linked to the Lakers, but so far, the rumors have never come to fruition. George averaged 22.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.5 steals per game while hitting 41.3% of three-point attempts in 74 starts this season. James has given no indication that he plans to leave the Lakers, but all options are on the table until the star reveals his decision. Until NBA free agency hits, there will be plenty of speculation about James' future and the potential dominoes that will fall as a result. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Paul George? Leave your opinion in the comments.